What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above, look, look, look at those sweeties love, oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do, any old night, when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Thursday night of Haunters Anonymous. As always, thank God we have Mr. Clickety Clacks on the helm.
Happy Thursday in October. Sorry, I'm awake. I swear to God.
Yeah, we'll be. Yeah, me too. I'm always the one that starts yawning halfway through.
I didn't.
Or I might start
I made it like 6 seconds.
So who's all with us tonight? It's people are getting busy because the haunt season is actually in full swing.
Hey Keith, what's up, man?
Hey Keith. Oh, you know what? Let me fix my top chat. It's a live chat because obviously that's what I need.
Honestly, I might try playing that game here in a few minutes. Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck. What? Listening to Bob Seger on YouTube. How have you been doing?
Sculpting a little skull. I need to get some sculpting, try my hand at it. I'm so bad at doing physical medium like that, though.
Yeah, I already can tell you that although I'd be apt to try it, I know that I would just get frustrated because I'm the same way. If it's not digital, then, you know,
Yep. People make it look so damn easy, and then you're like, yeah, nope, no, thank you.
and that's cool. That's cool. That's why we have some people on the show who can do these wonderful things. I'll let James answer that question.
You know what? Listen, I sent them a message on Twitter and on Facebook asking what in the hell is going on with these toys, why they look the way that they do, and I've not heard back once. I don't know why they why did they do this? I don't know. And I don't even know how much the Happy Meals actually cost. My daughter's boyfriend bought one and he gave me the toy. So I don't even, I mean, I guess it comes with like a Big Mac and fries and a drink. I got the box too. The box is kind of cool. But
Well,
yeah, I'm more or less like super excited to get the Halloween pails.
yeah, I'm gonna snag a pail if I can. Hold us here. Hey Primo, what's up? Charles,
Hey, Primo.
having sinus issues and is a sculptor. That's fantastic. You sent us some pictures.
$12 for an
$12.
adult Happy Meal. That's
Through
that's
that.
insane.
That's a very unhappy meal.
Yep, October 18th for the pails, and I cannot wait.
Wow.
So I'm gonna put the candy in for all the trick or treaters. I'm just gonna have a bunch of McDonald's Happy Meal pails full of candy.
Now, do you have to buy like food with it, or can you just buy the pail, or what? What does it something come in it, or?
Well, it was just a Happy Meal, so
Oh,
as
gotcha.
far as I know, they're just giving them out with it as the Happy Meal
Cool.
box. Yeah. What's up, AZ?
Well, hey Ezekiel, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's everything on your end of the planet? Of course, you're gonna have those people that go in and buy like 50 of them, so they can go get the pails and then put them on eBay.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm gonna buy one of like all the varieties. It's just probably gonna take me like 100 tries to get all 3 or 4 of them. I just want one of each, though.
Doing good here,
Everybody's good
Ezekiel.
here. Yeah.
Very fortunate that the part of Florida I'm on has got nice weather.
Yeah. I mean, it rained here for 5 or 6 days straight, nonstop. Oh, here we go with the dog.
Yeah, I can. Can everybody else? Oh, so I'm just talking to myself again. Sweet. Yes. Yes. I don't know. You got 20 monitors and 15 microphones, and
It's so weird. Yeah, how is Dave doing, by the way?
yeah. How is Dave? Yeah, living in the fourth world. No kidding, man. Haunted Wasteland. It was cool. There's
That's awesome.
I'm seeing some decent haunts. What?
I said that was awesome.
Oh. Yeah, I've already started yawning. Sorry about that, everybody. Primo says, not acting this year. My main haunt blackballed me from acting. They say one haunt, one family, but treat us veteran actors really hard badly. I guess looking for a new haunt acting. Oh no,
Yeah,
nothing
that's
worse.
a lot of. Unfortunately, that's a common thing in a lot of haunts.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. It's sad.
No water,
No
no
water, no
power, no
power.
roof. Flooded. Living out of a cooler. Has a generator but no gas to run it. Yeah, that sucks.
Man, good God. And, the sad part is the news. It's the news of the day. So,
Yeah, these
it's
people will be
horrendous.
dealing with it for years, and
Years,
news will
years
move
and years
past
and years.
in
Yeah,
another week or so.
to the next thing. And these folks need quite a bit of help. Um, Keith, as he said, if FEMA trucks have come in with like MREs and whatnot, do gas stations have gas? Yeah, we have plenty of gas here. I actually, when they started knowing where the storm was hitting, I went and filled my gas up, knowing that we'd probably have folks coming this way, and it keeps me out of the way and put gas in my tank. But we got plenty of gas here. No help whatsoever. My God.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I've been seeing all over, man. I've talked to you about this, in private messenger. I don't know what FEMA's doing. Like they're dropping the ball pretty hard.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but FEMA's track record
Yeah, I know.
in general. I mean, Katrina during Hurricane Ivan here, it took several days. Um, it took it took several days. I know it's a lot to mobilize, but you know what? It's like you said, literally that's all they do.
Yeah, like
What
that's
is
their
it? Federal?
specialty, and they can't get it together.
Yeah. I mean, it should be like literally like, okay, we're we're right here, but no tarps either, huh? That's insane. Like I said, I mean, from experience with Ivan, um, very fortunate we had a deep freezer full of food, plenty of propane, a big old gas grill, and we just knew that we needed to start eating everything that was going to go bad first.
Hmm.
And we went on a bacon diet. We had so much bacon in the freezer. I was like, whoa, what you want today? Bacon. Um, yeah, Ezekiel, that's a good question. Any way to help Dave out? The thing is their infrastructure is shot. I mean, if you were to mail him something, who knows if it would get there like in weeks. Um,
Yeah.
Money, what's money going to do when you can't? There's nothing to buy. This is where it gets really, really, really fracked up. Well, no man has it's still flooded. Yes, that's the thing. I mean, we'd be able to organize with all of y'all something for at least him, but like literally, unless we could charter a private plane that could airdrop him something, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, or could rent an airboat.
Yeah, no shit. Um, it's really, it's really sad to. It's one thing where there's a ton of people in this situation, but when physically know people, like them, like okay, that person's name is Dave. Um, and of course there's Danny. She's doing better because she has power. Um, and better, the flooding is subsiding, but like I said, here it was just after Ivan, you know. That's why a lot of people they just do the prepper food stuff. Of course, if you have prepper food and then it gets wiped away by a hurricane or a flood, doesn't do you much good.
Yeah.
But power on Sunday, man. Well,
Such a bad situation.
it really is. I just, I was telling my parents, they see what the news shows and which is pretty rough. But I'm like, no, you get on the net and you really see what's going on. And you're like, it's infinitely worse. The news can't even do it justice. Trying to make it as sensational and bad as it is, they can't even do it justice.
Yeah.
Um,
Even they
it's
have like
horrendous.
rose tinted glasses when they're doing it.
Yeah, yeah,
You can see
it
it
is.
like through somebody's eyes, like on the internet, even
Yeah.
YouTube. It's so different.
Um. So I don't know.
And there's literally people sleeping on the concrete in like Walmart and Publix parking lots because they just have nowhere to go and there's nothing that they can do. They can't get out of there. They have no house to go to anymore.
Oh, some of
Some
them don't
people
have
don't even
houses or
have
cars.
cars. Yeah. So
Yeah.
some of them are
Or
sleeping in their cars, but some of them are literally on the ground.
I saw where Planet Fitness is opening up 80 of their um, places for people to come and take showers and stuff for free. Like you don't have to have
Mm.
a um, membership or anything. Yeah,
Yeah, there's always
Ezekiel.
people looting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the looting just boggles my mind. Like, just boggles my mind. Yeah, Ezekiel, if you went down the rabbit hole and looked at some of the videos on the internet and just saw the um, James, what was that link that has like high definition satellite imagery destruction? It's insane. And for the
Yeah, let me
for
see
the
if I can get it
flooding,
up.
for the flooding to do what seems to be more damage than actually the winds. I mean, the winds did a hell of a lot of damage, but the flooding really, 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 really made it infinitely worse. Um, the flooding alone is historic in Florida. And the politics are, yeah. But you know what? I was talking to a friend of mine who's way into weather, and there's people now that are like, "Oh, you didn't give us enough warning," and pointing fingers. And it's like, and this official came on and said, "We tell you in June, we tell you in June you should be prepared. Have an evacuation. This is what we tell you. And yes, we gave you as much warning as we could. This is Mother Nature. It's Mother Nature. You can't predict Mother Nature. They do a damn good job doing it as much as they do right now. And like I said, it's become an era of the blame game. Like literally, like you can't predict Mother Nature on a dime. We're gonna bitch.
Your mic
That's
is going crazy.
okay. We'll get it.
What?
You can continue to tell me who's out. Oh,
Yep,
and
can't hear anything you're saying. Oh, now I can kind of hear you.
am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, it was just a weird fluctuation in my internet that I cannot explain. Except Discord is the only.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry about that. Regardless of what internet I use, I'm going to have issues. I don't even know. Yeah,
I'll have to look into
James
something other
here
than
really.
Discord. I don't know. This isn't working.
James is probably not.
you keep
Am I still cutting out?
yeah, you're gone again.
Okay.
Now I can hear you again.
I'm sure it's not Discord. I'm sure it's me.
Well, you're doing okay right now. So
Okay. Well, I'll just stop touching shit. We'll be all right.
yeah, I posted the link to the Noah.
And you know what? Maybe I should try a different computer too. Maybe it's a combination. Ezekiel, yes, I'm using a USB mic. It's one I've been using for like a year and a half. I just don't have. I mean, I don't know. No matter what I do, it seems like I can't get anything to work perfectly well for every show. Just sad. The sadness. My last ditch effort is if AT&T would install fiber down my neighborhood. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know what the hell's going on. Well, Ezekiel, yeah, but the mic itself works pretty good. Um, it's actually a fairly professional microphone. I've
Yeah,
gone
yours
through a
is
couple of.
definitely related to your internet connection, though. Like
Yeah,
that's
I'm
for
pretty
sure.
sure. It's just like I said, it's ridiculous. I don't have. I have the only like wired internet option I have, which is Cox Cable. I absolutely refuse to go back to them because they suck too.
Yeah, they suck
If
cocks.
they suck Cox. AT&T just installed a block down the road, what's going to be a 5G pole, which requires their internet. A block north of me is an AT&T fiber hub, like a huge box. But for some reason, they will not come down and install fiber in my neighborhood. I don't know what the hell they're waiting for, but as soon as they install it, I'm going to try it out. Yeah, see, Charles has AT&T fiber. Son of a. My parents have it. My freaking parents have AT&T fiber. And it works flawless for them. I don't get why for some reason it's like that we can't just have them do this neighborhood. Florida is kind of becoming a hellhole, quite honestly. Except the weather's really nice right now, so I don't want to complain too much.
We had a summer day up here today, man.
Yeah, 76 for you would be like 104 for us.
Yeah, it was it's a weird day.
Yeah, I know. It's coming all over, but I would like it to come this way eventually. Like I said,
Thought of the
it doesn't
day.
make any. Huh?
Thought of the day.
Oh,
Reading a
thought of
book is looking at a dead tree and hallucinating.
it. Southern states are getting hammered with rain. Our turn next month. Oh wow! Painted 4 tombstones. Keith, Mark needs to buy some tombstones from you eventually. Fall weather. Yeah, our weather is amazingly nice for this time of year, quite honestly. Yeah, our humidity level has gone to an acceptable level. He won't need to. I'm doing a DIY on it. Well, that's the thing with Mark, though. The thing with Mark is he would much rather you DIY it for him.
Everybody watching Hellraiser tomorrow?
And I won't be. I can't sit down long enough to watch anything anymore.
Wait,
I actually
quick while the dog loses her mind.
did I go out again?
What? Oh
I
my
don't know.
god. Dog.
You know, just yelling at the dog. That's poor dog.
Awesome.
Poor dog.
Poor dog. My ass.
Uh,
Pain in my ass.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching Hocus Pocus 2 soon. If I don't watch it, I'm going to freak out. Majority
It's
of people
good.
saying it's pretty good. Is it?
I enjoyed the hell out of it, to be honest with you.
Oh,
It
very
seemed like
good.
a lot of younger people like absolutely hated it because they were like worried it was gonna, ruin. But
Well,
man,
it's because it
they
didn't have any,
cast those kids
Billy Ellis.
perfectly.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, young people don't like it because it doesn't have Billy Ellis in it or some stupid shit.
Yeah. But I mean, it was it was fun. I think it was a great, like, just a great continuation. Hey, 13.
Hey, 13. Well, I've determined that at some point this month, I would like to just have an evening where I catch up on some stuff. I'm looking forward to Interview with a Vampire. The trailer actually looks pretty darn good. It looks like something that I'd really enjoy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to Wednesday too. Um, I think they're going to do that. I think Tim Burton's going to do a really good job with that.
The Munsters, utter failure. just an utter failure.
Yeah, I have no. I have absolutely. I'm not even curious about it. Hocus Pocus and the Prince is in the Princess Bride category. Why does time fly by in October? 13, you hit it right on the head. I can't believe we're going into the second week of October already. And I'm like, what the heck? Why? Why in the world is it already the second week of October? And it really is. I'm just like,
Yep.
my God. Charles, what'd you think
So
about
fast.
the Rob Zombie Monsters? Like I said, I'm not even going to entertain the idea of possibly watching it. It's just not something I would waste my time on. I just won't do it.
Yeah, no, I
Monster.
wanted my money back, and it was free.
Oh God, as you go. Well, like I said, for me, it's Hocus Pocus 2. I do want to see the Hellraiser. I definitely want to see Interview with the Vampire. I want to see Wednesday. At some point in the next 10 years, I'll watch Hubie Halloween.
I still can't believe you haven't watched it.
Yeah, I know. There's something going on, but there's something else on Netflix that is now like I have to grab Netflix for that, and so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab Netflix like for a month or two, and I'll watch Hubie Halloween and all that kind of stuff, and whatever it is. Oh, you know what? It's Wednesday. That's what it is. That's where Netflix is. Wednesday's on Netflix. Two Witches. That sounds familiar. Corny, but okay.
I cannot agree with that. I mean, it was very corny as as Munster should be, but it was just painful to watch. I also saw they're doing Trick or Treat 2, which I'm freaking so excited to see that.
Yeah, hopefully that does well.
I mean, it only took them like 13 years to make the first one, but so we should see Trick or Treat 2 in like the year 2036 or so.
It's the same year I'll watch Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, no doubt. They'll be Hubie Halloween 4 by then.
Shoot. I can't imagine them even going to do a sequel. I still can't believe that they did a sequel to Madea Boo. But
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that recommendation, by the way.
woo. Yeah, Ezekiel, I agree. Wednesday, it does look good. I mean, I think the casting looks phenomenal. But of course, there's already people complaining about it, and I'm like, all right, we haven't even seen it, so there you go. I mean, I
Well,
can
I can't say
complain.
much about that. I did that for the Munsters, but I was
Yeah,
right. So
but the trailer just is god awful for the trailer itself was just it literally like I don't know, I don't know, somebody it looked like somebody starting out on YouTube trying to be cute.
yeah,
So I mean,
Herman completely ruined that movie. Honestly, it was really bad, and you know it's not easy to compete with Fred Gwynn. So, but still, so bad.
well, Fred
And
Gwynn's Herman would I mean looked mean, looked um imposed, whereas this Rob just looked like a doof.
he was a doof. He was really bad.
Well, Ezekiel, there you go. I think you should go and rate them and put exactly that. They're doing a Madea Boo 3. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. I mean,
Yeah, why
for
not?
anybody that does, I mean, I enjoyed to a point the first Madea. The second one was literally horrendous. It was horrendous. But the first one was cute. I'm like, all right, well, this is kind of cute for what it is. And I'm not a Tyler Perry fan. Definitely not a Madea fan.
Yeah, I'm not a Madea fan. Like, I never really it. Just none of the movies ever really like spoke to me that I felt like I should watch them. And we watched Boo the one time, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm done with this. Once was three
Well,
times too many.
I watched. I did go because when I was doing AMC buffet. Uh, the one where apparently Madea was going to die, and I'm like, oh well, I'll go watch that. And false advertising, and it was complete and utter just dog crap. Watch the Wayne Gacy documentary.
I did too. That was a really good documentary. Also, the Jeffrey Dahmer, like his confession tapes show was really good. It's really, really strange.
See
I haven't
the
watched the
Dahmer.
series like with Evan Peters. I want to watch it, but I just haven't yet.
See, I have no desire for that either. It's just rehashing it. This is like what the second Dahmer movie or whatever. I just, I don't know. It's like continuously doing World War II movies and all. It's like, let it rest. Let it rest. I mean, please let it rest. Do something.
Yeah.
Do something. Um, Jeffrey Dahmer was a monster. We know what he did. I don't need to see different renditions with different actors, blah blah blah. I don't care. It was horrendous. He's dead, as he should be. Yeah, gee, it's just it just wasn't necessary. I just don't
Thir-
find it necessary.
13 said a friend of his is in the movie Terrifier 2, has 3 lines. Is that the actor? Is that the guy that everybody was just calling the actor when we met him that year? That was 2 years ago, right? I think. I think that
Uh,
just came out today too, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Well, now I'm gonna have to watch it.
very cool. See,
Well, he's a
see,
nice
Keith,
guy.
yeah, that's just another reason why I have no desire to watch the Dahmer thing because you know what happens. I know what
Yeah.
happened. It's I don't know. I just rehashing stuff. I mean, it's just it's to the families. It's traumatizing. They don't want it.
Yeah.
It's like
I I can see that for sure.
it's like glorifying the dude because you keep making these damn movies and making money on it. God. Anyway, that's my rant for the night.
Be cool if they donated that money to the victims' families.
Yeah, yeah. But of course, no, it won't happen.
No, just going into some film exec's pocket.
And Stranger Things, sorry, I have no desire to see it. I don't care how good it is. I just don't have. It's just,
I
I
love
got no.
Stranger Things, man. I did. I still do, honestly. The last season was really cool. And I can't wait to see the next one. And then I guess that's the end of it, so
Keith, I could see that, yeah, but there's some people that would argue that people that might parallel somebody like that who might remain stable on the good side for the rest of their life would go and see that movie and it would shoot them over the edge. You know what I mean?
plus it does kind of turn them into victims themselves because if you're being, called out for something like that,
Yeah.
it really getting into like a total psychological side to these movies I never thought we would approach.
Welcome to Hunters Anonymous, where every conversation has been had over the course of 2 years. Um, yeah, I guess that's just, I know there's some people that just love that kind of stuff because of what it is. As far as, and I'm not talking about like the Dahmer thing or anything, but I'm just not really into, I don't know. I'm just, back like in the first two Hellraisers, I thought it was like very visionary. It was very unique. As I've gotten older and movies just become needlessly gory to a point where sometimes you can't even tell what's going on because they've just decided to pour 10 gallons of blood. And I don't know. I'm kind of getting out of that whole realm personally.
I can't. I love it. I always have, and that's Hellraiser's always been there, like the top of the list for me. And
Oh, well,
having
like I said,
finally read, The Hellbound Heart, such a great book too, and I want to read the rest of them.
I mean, I could go back and watch the two first Hellraisers because I mean, I did enjoy them. But for me to go into all this new stuff where it's just, I don't know. It's just not my gig anymore. It's just not that it was really my gig back then, but back in the '80s and stuff like that, it's like Nightmare on Elm Street or you know Halloween or all those. It was just different back then. I guess maybe it was the camp of it.
Hey, Leanne.
Hey, Leanne.
You're not late. You're fine.
But I'm also, now this is gonna be totally unpopular, I'm sure, but it's also like during doing war movies, I don't need to see World War II redone 5,000 times. I don't need to have every actor under the sun. I don't need to see World War One. I don't need to see the Vietnam War. I don't need that. It's done. And I mean, it gets to a point where they're just speculating or making fiction from fact, and you're like, no. So I'm really kind of tired of all kinds of movies, quite honestly.
Quite noticeably, apparently.
Yeah, I just don't, and I think that's why I have no desire. It's very difficult for me to sit down and watch something because already like probably at a point where I know I'm going to be disappointed. Hocus Pocus 2, I know I'm not going to be disappointed. I just want to be able to enjoy it, like not have to get up and down. Wednesday, uh, I do want to watch the new Hellraiser because it's a completely different, reimagined type storyline. It seems like,
Yeah.
and I want to give it a try. But all these other movies where it's just, I don't know, it's just the same old crapola. I have no inkling to see the Saw movies, but people just, ooh and ah over it, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown was pretty intense. Not too much blood though. None that they could show on the on the TV cut. Director's cut might be different.
I got a rock.
Uh,
You know what he did with that rock? He bashed
yeah.
some kid's head in and stole her candy.
Uh, Ezekiel says, "My granddad left me his war diary. I don't need to see another war movie ever." Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, really. I just, there's just, I just can't. And there's movies that I still haven't seen that I want to see. Um, I'm glad I saw some of the movies I did. I loved Ready Player One. Total side note. I thought it was phenomenal. And
Yeah,
there's people
it
that
was a great movie.
I thought it was and the amount of Easter eggs in it is like mind-boggling.
Yeah, I think there are more Easter eggs in Ready Player One than there were film errors in Jaws. Which, by the way, is like well over 100.
Jeez.
We learned that in film school.
Let's see. He says the thing about Dahmer is he should have been caught. The police screwed up big time, and we all know why. He was also a convicted sex offender and had no parole officer. He was thrown out of clubs for drugging guys. Well, honestly, the officers screwed up because they just decided it was a gay thing, and it was like whatever, and it was no, it was a serial killer thing, and yeah, so, and like I said, we all know the story. We all know that we we know what was going on. We know about the vats of acid and all that bippity boppity boo, and people, the woman that was trying to warn him and all this stuff, and he went to jail and they killed him because he messed around with underage people. So he was also a pedophile. He was a pedophile. I just don't need to see. I don't need to know that somebody took the time to spend money to make the movie to put it out there. This is me. So Gacy was the same. I also don't need to see a movie about Gacy. I don't need to see it.
There is quite a few.
Yeah. It's, fact is a lot of times stranger than fiction. And see, on the bright side, anything on serial killers, especially the Dahmer case, may improve how law enforcement acts, which is true, and I think it actually did. But I don't need to see a movie about it or a series. And I don't think I need to see memes about it either. It's people died horrifically. Maybe I'm just getting older. Maybe I'm getting old.
Yeah.
No, I didn't need you to agree, but that's okay.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. No, it is. It's my as I've gotten older, my tastes have changed and my views. It happen. It'll happen to everybody here.
Well, thanks for that. Look into the future, Grandpa.
See if Bark was here, he'd be ragging me for like 20 minutes. Aleister Crowley was a pedophile, but no rings it up. Yeah, well, that's true. A serial killer is defined by killing at least two people on separate occasions. There you go. He says my taste won't change. So, well, there's people that it doesn't, but for me, it really has.
You know what's so
Yeah.
funny about that, AZ, is I've literally been watching Home Improvement for the last like 4 days. Every time I go to bed, I'm just watching Home Improvement. I love that show. I don't. It was a perfect show for that perfect time. And it just, I don't know. It's so good. And I found on, I think Hulu, Tim Allen and Richard Karn did another show together called Assembly Required. That was really interesting. They took like 3 home builders and had them build like take certain items that they sent to them and they had to make, like whatever it is for that episode. It was really cool. Yeah, really hard looking at the age of those two now though. Poof.
See, Tim Allen, I used to really enjoy Tool Time. I'll never watch another episode of it. I don't particularly care for Tim Allen.
He got very political in his later years. I mean, it was a
Yeah,
little bit, but now
it
it's
was
just
it was too much, and that's
Yeah.
really why he got dropped. So
Yeah.
I'll never watch anything with Tim Allen in it again. So that's my view on that.
Just watched The Middle a couple weeks ago as well. It's a great show. The thing is I always loved Roseanne, Home Improvement, and The Middle. Like their Halloween episodes are so fun. Like everybody always puts Roseanne kind of at the top of the list for like their Halloween episodes and stuff. But Home Improvement had some really good Halloween episodes too. That's another one. She went off the deep end and got herself canned. So.
Oh, Roseanne, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they really need to keep their mouths shut, like on the political side. That's why we like refuse to really get into politics because everybody's opinion. All it does is cause strife with everybody.
Yeah, and we do that enough with other subjects.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Keith, Night Court. Oh my God, I love Night Court. That's where Brent Spiner got his start, and of course, Brent Spiner was, amazing. Or is amazing.
John Larroquette. It's a great show.
Yeah.
Alf.
Yeah,
Alf was on what you call it on Prime, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
See, Alf was awesome too, and Alf was never political.
Well, I mean, they did have the whole government hates aliens thing and wanted to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Bull was cool. I mean, like I said, with Brent Spiner, everybody equate Brent Spiner with Data from Star Trek Next Generation, but really his breakout role was Night Court. And he was brilliant when he had parts of Night Court.
Third Rock from the Sun was good.
Yeah, yep. Third Rock from the Sun is absolutely. I mean, that's the kind of that. I mean, that was very innovative. I mean, to me, it was very innovative.
It's really hard to look at John Lithgow the same after seeing him in Dexter because his role in Dexter was really messed up. And like, he was always just like a goofball. And when I saw the episodes with him in Dexter, I was like, oh man, this hurts. This is painful to watch.
I cannot remember the movie he was in. and he played a transvestite.
Yeah, I know
There's
what
a
you're talking
movie.
about.
I cannot remember that movie. Next Generation was amazing. Knight Rider was extremely cool.
Dexter is a really cool show. It's a really the storyline is really interesting, and it progresses really well. I loved the show personally. Like it took me a couple episodes to really get into it, but like the whole I mean, again, we're talking serial killers here, but the whole premise is he was a serial killer, but he was only killing people that deserved it. So it was just he battles himself knowing that like he has these desires to kill people and he tries to just you should probably watch it. It's a good watch.
You know the fellow that plays Dexter. I enjoyed him in 6 Feet Under.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic show. Never seen Ozark. See, I don't have time to get into all these. That's what the other thing. I don't have time for all this. I don't know
Ozark
how people
is
watch all these shows.
Ozark is crazy. It's really really nuts. That show gave me so much anxiety because it's like every day something in that show was like they just could not catch a break. And I need a show that has like, oh, Reggie, thanks for the
Hey,
5
Reginald.
packs, man. Coming out of
He's
left
just
field with that one scared me.
he's, a, he's just lurking. He's a lurker. Ezekiel, I am the same way, dude. Too much. It's too much, and I start going in the rat hole watching stuff I'd want to see. It would consume me. I don't have time for that shit. Charles, speaking of Rocky Horror Picture Show, on the 14th of this month, I'll be doing a double feature at the center of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Jason Bateman. You know, Jason Bateman
he
actually is a
does,
good
but
actor, though.
yeah, it's his like mannerisms and personality, like his quick wit. Just like him and Vince Vaughn and Ryan Reynolds, they all are very similar, you know. And that's kind of how I am. Like I'm that kind of snarky dick too, so I tend to always have comebacks like much faster than other people. So I really enjoy watching it from an outside perspective. Whoa, what the hell is that?
What? What's going on?
Oh,
Reginald
Is it me?
Cornelius wants to
we got
shout
Chris
out.
Gaines
Chris
coming up.
Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris
Nice.
Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris
I haven't
Gaines,
heard this in
Chris
so
Gaines,
long.
Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines.
Oh, he got slow on the end there. He had like a pop up when he played the card. It was like 3 little ghosts. I hadn't seen that. I guess that's just a new release for October.
Reggie, how you been doing, buddy?
Yeah, your health.
Oh, yeah,
health doing well.
Frankenfurter. Ah.
That'd be awesome. Phew! What a night.
Yeah, we've gone around the world again.
I feel like
Keith,
Paul Rudd when he was doing the hot ones, and he's like, "Hey, look at us. Who'd have guessed, right?"
Yeah. I can see you dressed as Magenta, Keith. Tiny bit of surgery. Everything okay, Reggie? Did it go well? I'm guessing it did because you're here with us, shooting out
Right?
Chris Gaines cards.
It's been entirely too. There's probably 3 or 4 people on here that aren't even privy to the whole Chris Gaines thing. It's been
that's
that
true.
long.
It's been a turnover. Oh, good. Well, very good. Yeah, we quite often ask each other if we've heard from you.
Yep. Chris Kane's
Chris Kane.
oblivious.
Ezekiel, do you know who Chris Gaines is?
There's
Do-
literally like 2 or 3 shows entirely devoted to him.
Chris Gaines. Oh my God. Yeah, that's true. Garth Black. What?
Friggin' Black.
Oh my God. Yeah. Maybe that's what I should be dressed up as during the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'll just go as Chris Gaines. Confuse the shit out of everybody. Mike, who are you supposed to be in the movie, Chris Gaines?
Just sit there all like brooding and depressed.
Was he one of the guests? Yes, he was one of the. Chris Gaines was one of the guests at Frankenfurter's first freaking party. Oh, Ezekiel's met Garth, but did you get to meet Chris? Did he ask you for a sandwich?
I wonder, who do you think's autograph sells for more, Chris Gaines or
Chris
Garth
Gaines.
Brooks?
Oh, Chris Gaines. It would be Chris because that was a rare commodity. It only lasted so long.
Honestly, I want to get a picture of him and take it and just have Garth Brooks sign it just to see his reaction.
He'd be like, "Run along, kid. Run along. Take this and run along with it."
I just
Get
get
out my
thrown
face.
out of the concert.
This is a Garth Brooks concert, sir. We're not doing alter ego concerts right now. He didn't, but he was cool. I'm telling you, now that you brought it up, I think a Chris Gaines signature would be infinitely more. And of course, Garth Brooks is a very talented man, except when he decided to do that stupid song with Little Nas X or whatever the fuck his name is. I think that would be a career ender to me. But yeah, Chris Gaines' signature has got to be more valuable. Now I just want to look it up on eBay. Chris Gaines' signature, $10.
Sold.
No kidding. Free shipping. Didn't his Chris Gaines photo shoots kind of look like Ben Stiller trying to be Garth Black? Yeah. Keep saying Garth Black, and that's funny.
Oh, it was Billy Ray Cyrus that did the song with little whatever his name was.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Garth Black, Brooks, and Chris Gaines all in one.
Garth Black.
I can't keep up with this shit. I can't keep up with this shit. No, Ezekiel, there's no reason to find one. You find yourself one, then you'll have a matching set.
Yeah, get it framed and then put it up on a wall and take a picture of it standing next to it.
Yeah.
And then get that picture framed and put it right next to the framed Chris Gaines picture.
Whoever, same difference. So Keith has made yet another persona for Garth Brooks. I'm Garth Black, everyone. Garth Black is the intermediate between Garth Brooks and Chris Gaines.
What if you did like a crossover of Garth from Wayne's World as Chris Gaines? It'd be like the most obscure Halloween costume ever.
I'm slightly annoyed at myself for confusing Garth Brooks with Billy Ray Cyrus. Oh
Yeah,
well.
they both had mullets at one point, I think.
Yeah, maybe
Billy Ray
that's it.
Cyrus just had like the superior mullet.
I've liked Garth Brooks way more than Billy Ray Cyrus though. Because Achy Breaky Heart about made me want to kill people.
Garth Black is just the transition to Wayne's World.
Billy Ray's so rass. Oh God. The amount of shirts that we've not made from these streams is amazing.
And both of his kids are like total loons. It's crazy.
What does Garth Black ever even sing? Uh,
I
isn't
mean,
the
most
question?
like aren't most country songs generally like emotional, downbeaten, you know? So I mean, I guess I could see his transition to Chris Gaines, you know, not even a sidestep for him.
My yeah, my issue now, Keith, is that although I do like Garth Brooks, since my brain is now confused him with Billy Ray Cyrus, all I can think of is "Achy Breaky Heart," and that's wrong. Thunder Rolls. There you go. Friends in Low Place. Thank you, Ezekiel. Bringing back memories.
Garth Black sings "My Horse Committed Suicide." Yeah, he's probably playing Chris Gaines' album for him.
Now, are we saying Garth Black is the pseudonym for Chris Gaines?
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't know. I'm
I'm
so
getting
lost.
confused as shit.
Not sure about buttered rolls. It
What?
it leaches so far into obscurity around here sometimes that I get lost, like to beyond even attempting to find my way back.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just like I don't know what the hell put the image in my head, but when he said not sure about buttered rolls, it's like a shirt sure you wear at a Cracker Barrel. I don't know why I'm being
I
so amused
honestly,
by that shit.
I really like that idea for a shirt.
Not sure about
Not
buttered
sure
rolls.
about buttered rolls.
They probably sell like a ton of them. And I'd be tempted to go to Cracker Barrel and just stand there with the shirt. Sir, what would you like to order? I just point at the shirt. That doesn't tell us anything, sir. I just point at the shirt. Welcome back. Welcome back,
Hey,
Primo.
hey, Chuck. That's Chuck, not Primo.
He's been around way longer than 20 years. Join
Friends
the
with
butter
no faces.
join the butter Episcopal and we'll make sure your butter's taken care of. Butter Episcopal. Oh my god. Why anybody goes to any other live stream besides ours is beyond me. Ah, God. Why in
We
the
may not be
world?
informative, but we are sure as shit entertaining.
That's right. Where else can you possibly get a shirt that says not sure about butter rolls? Oh God.
And like, you know, that's a shirt that somebody's gonna stop and ask you what the hell it means.
Yeah, that's the idea. So you can say, well, if you listen to Hunters Anonymous,
Because you're not on
uh,
all the time. We used to be. We had 3 shows a week for like the first, what, 2 years?
well, not quite the whole 2 years, but it
Well, a
went
year and
from
a
three
half.
to 2 to 1. And you
And
never
now
know.
sometimes we're not even on for one.
Yeah, that's sad. Matter of fact, I think the last Thursday of this month I won't be able to do a show. Maybe we could switch it to another night or something. I don't know. Hey, Merlina.
Hey, Berlina.
Let's see. Keith says the only country I know is Charlie Daniels, Dolly, and Olivia Newters John. That's great.
Olivia Neuters, John.
She just passed away, and you're making fun of her. Speaking of
Would
country, Loretta
would you
Lynn.
expect anything else? Yeah, I
Right.
saw that.
Yeah, Loretta Lynn. Man, coal miner's daughter. Def Leppard does country songs now. God, why?
Hmm.
Berlina, it's the normal around here. How are you doing?
Yeah, everything's okay here. Yep, 3 hours. That was not uncommon back in the day. We were on for like 7 hours one night.
Yes, the night that I literally thought I was going to die being on a podcast. I didn't know we were doing marathon bullshit. And I literally was just like, I had my phone just like on top of my skull, laying on my bed, just like, oh God. That's back when a lot of folks were drinking very heavily, and not me. Butter Episcopal. We have some exotic butter for you.
I really want. Not sure about butter rolls though. I really do.
Well, we may have to do it. There's so many shirt designs that we've got to catch up to.
I do have a list on my computer of all of the Reggieisms that
Thank God. Do you have the Markisms? I've got Markisms on my end,
I
which are
don't know that I have the Markisms.
which are just words. It's just single words that he misspelled so poorly that it made me laugh and piss my pants.
Yeah, the great Patchouli incident of 2020.
Jesus Christ. Uh, Tommy Lee Jones movie about her life. Oh, Chuck was related to Loretta.
Huh. That's cool. Interesting information.
A lot of people don't know that she actually sang a few lyrics on the KLF The White Room album. Look it up. They were huge fans of Loretta Lynn.
Hmm.
And the KLF
Look
The
it up.
White Room album was the first CD I ever bought. Loretta Lynn was not Garth Black's mom. Jeez. Man, sacrilege.
Uh,
Wait, what did I miss? Plus, I only have plastic, not wire. What did I miss? Did I miss something?
Somebody told him to shove a coat hanger in his ear, I think.
Oh, okay, that got reversed for me. Yeah, see, Leanne knows where it's at. Leanne knows where it's at with the KLF. Thank you very much.
She could have been, you don't know, her second son was Chris Gaines.
That was her. That would be her grandson.
The
Justified
black
name.
sheep of the family.
Jeez. Yeah, so everybody wants to hear some interesting Loretta Lynn. Just KLF, Justified Ancient. That's the White Room CD is the first CD I ever bought, like in 1991, I think 1990. CD players, portable CD players were all the rage, and I still have that CD. Thank you very much.
You know, my very first CD was got it for
What was that?
Christmas when I got my CD player. It
Was
was
what?
the Weird Al.
Oh, very cool.
It was the one that had Jurassic Park on it. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like the cover. I recall the cover like had like a picture of him like as the Jurassic Park T-Rex.
Okay. I kind of want to see the Weird Al movie with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Doctor in the TARDIS was like forever, like the highest end club song. And then if you did like the 7-inch album version, just people would just pass out because they were dancing so hard. That is it's hilarious. Leanne like knows exactly what the shit I was talking about. It's kind of scary too, but it's good to know. It's good to know there's another KLF fan person out there that knew exactly my reference about Loretta Lynn. That actually made my night. And all the rest of you get to look it up. Time Bandits. We went from Time Lords to Time Bandits. Time Bandits was a fantastic movie. Terry Gilliam is a fantastic director and writer. He's so underrated. It's like the movie he did that took several years to make with Adam Driver, um, The Man Who Killed Don Quixote. That's a phenomenal movie.
Have you seen the documentary on that? Actually, it's really crazy.
No, I did not know there was a documentary on it, so now I need to watch it.
Yep.
And now I can't remember the movie that Heath Ledger had started and he died during it. And then the way they and Gilliam
Reginald
didn't want to.
Cornelius played this card because they are an asshole.
Reggie's being an asshole. This soul patch kills me on that picture.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is it's a little. Count of Monte Cristo was good. I sure wish I could remember the name of that movie without having to look it up. I know it was something Dr. Parnassus. Anyway, it was it. Everybody thinks that Batman was Heath Ledger's last movie, but it wasn't. He had started filming this movie with Terry Gilliam and
The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Thank you. Y'all are just hitting it tonight with the data. That's phenomenal. That was a great movie, and the way that the idea that these high end actors like came in to take over the role, and the way they actually did it was phenomenal. And they did it because the movie needed to come out because it literally was Heath Ledger's last movie.
Lost in La Mancha is the name of the documentary, by the way.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you see the movie?
The Man Who Killed Don Quixote?
Yeah.
I think we watched it in film school. That's actually where I saw Lost in La Mancha.
Oh, okay. I liked it, but I like Adam Driver. I mean, he was a ding dong kind of in the Star Wars, but I like Adam Driver. Some friends of mine drank with Heath Ledger when he was filming Batman in Chicago. They said he was awesome, totally normal. Berlina has never heard of Time Bandits. What? What the hell? What? All right, Berlina, you need to watch Time Bandits. It's a great movie. Like I said, though, Terry Gilliam was, just he's just a phenomenal director and a great storyteller.
Time Bandits is on HBO Max.
And then, of course, if you've never seen Brazil, oh my God, Brazil's will blow your freaking mind.
At Vermin.
All right, let's see if
Sean Connery, John Cleese.
Google Voice. I'm doing commands. Sorry about that. John Cleese. And wait, which movie?
Time Bandits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was Time Bandits was so good.
But yeah, if you have HBO Max, it is it's on HBO Max.
The midget from Troll. Leave it to Keith.
Tiny Ross.
Midget. Well, it's actually Time Bandits. Actually, it's a phenomenal movie. It really is. I mean, the premise of it is the premise of it is phenomenal. Um, and the imagery is actually really great too. It gets slow for a very short amount of time towards the middle, but Ezekiel, yes, I think you're right about that. I don't know if that's something he should put on a resume, but having a plethora of knowledge about Bridget the Midget. And Berlina, if you feel like it, put Brazil on your list too. Another phenomenal Terry Gilliam movie. Um, I like all of his movies, and of course Terry Gilliam was the guy that did the stop motion animation for Monty Python.
Yep.
We
Really
have
weird
once
guy
again
too.
run the gamut. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Um, but phenomenal. I mean, a great director. Um, and of course, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. There's another one for you. Super weird.
The Legend of Hallow Dega. All right.
Um, golly, wow.
Well, we should probably pick an ending point here before things get too too off the tracks.
Yeah. Well, it always does. Well, what you pick it? What do you want to do?
I don't care.
You want to just go to the
Whatever.
bottom of the hour?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right,
We
we'll go to the
we
bottom
owe
of the
them a
hour.
little extra time for the two
Yeah,
shows we missed. So
yeah, and actually, yeah, Fisher King is fantastic. Yeah, yeah, and we've got some good Salt and Pepper would be a great Halloween costume. Super random.
eat the treats. Could you do
Everybody eat the treat,
salt and pepper like how people used to do the 50-50 costumes?
or do you mean the band?
Yeah, salt. Well, salt and pepper has got to be the band, obviously. But if you
Yeah.
showed up wearing a couple costume of salt and pepper, that would be amazing.
Also true.
Ketchup and mustard. You know, there was a large period of time in my life that I hated mustard. Could not stand it. And then, like, about 10 years ago, one day I was like, I kind of like mustard.
Wow,
Yeah, interesting fact about me.
car crash. I like mustard, but if mustard like disappeared off the face of the earth, it would not bother me. But I like it.
Do salt and pepper shakers as the wrappers. There you go.
Ah,
Halloween ideas right here on the show.
as we run the gamut. Or everybody could just dress up as Chris Gaines.
And no one would know who you are.
Be like, "Who are you?" And then I would walk up and say, "Did you do a song with Little Nas X?"
Nope, Reggie, that TLC girl with the condom in her face died. What? I swear.
Yeah, it was TLC, not Salt and Pepper, that had the car crash issue.
I'm confused on the condom in her face thing. In her face or on her face?
What? It didn't make it any better. Leanne, no one ever comes in late. You come in when you can and you feel like it, and it just you pick up where where we're at.
Yeah, because there's always a good chance you're not. We're gonna talk about the same stuff 20 minutes later.
It's a roundhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I'll have what Keith's having. She had a
Right?
condom for an eye. This is getting what the fuck? It's getting weirder. Now I'm gonna have to watch damn videos to see what the hell he's talking about.
Right?
But the unfortunate thing is Keith is probably 100% right because he looks for this kind of shit to
I've got to
actually
make
do
the inappropriate
her
joke
ideas.
that she had a
Oh,
condom for an eye so she could always see people coming.
oh my God! I wonder if that's really what it meant.
That's just
Oh
where I
my
went with
God!
a joke that he's
Jesus,
going to say.
Jesus, the '90s were weird. I think TLC was '90s. Yeah, I think it was. That was like 30 years ago, for God's sake. Yeah,
You,
can't
you
believe that
stop that.
shit. The
You
'90s.
stop that.
God. Shit. Y'all say that, but for me, it's even like, what? Like for me, the '80s was 40 years ago, and I was dancing in the '80s.
Uh, so was
Freaking dead
I.
or alive.
I was dancing too.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, I was dancing as an infant, but
yeah. What? Oh God, Reggie's not. Reggie's making it infinitely worse. All right, Leanne, we'll be out of here at the bottom of the hour. So if we disappear, it's not because of you.
yeah, we got
Hope
9 minutes.
Hopefully, you get back before we
We
say goodbye to everybody.
we should have ended it about 6 minutes ago, but here we are.
Well, yeah. Jeez. This is how it always happens. People like, oh my God, they're getting ready to get off air, so we've got to do so many enough things that are human resource issues. If this was a business, before they get off air. Welcome back,
Welcome
Leanne.
back.
That was quick. Yeah, the '80s and '90s music. I don't know. But you know what? Same thing. It's '80s and '90s horror was phenomenal. It was great. That's all the stuff they keep rehashing now. That's where it came from.
Mhm.
Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Voorhees. I just said that. Why not dig me a plot and I can hang till I right.
End
The
up with a
dinger in your eye.
dinger.
Jesus Christ. Leanne, do you mean the old Fright Night or the new one? Because the new one was absolutely phenomenal. I actually,
Hey,
I'll
R2.
tell you, total side. What?
That you were going R2 again.
Oh, well,
You're good. You're good now. You're back.
okay. Yeah, the soundtrack for the newer Fright Night is phenomenal. I'll tell you another great soundtrack is to the House with a Clock in Its Walls because they actually use a Wurlitzer organ, which I'm a thorough fan of. And the end credit song is piece is brilliant. And that's another movie. If you've not seen the movie A House with a Clock in Its Walls, it's actually an awesome movie.
That's the one with Jack Black.
Yeah, yeah. A really and visually stunning movie too, and a really interesting premise. And once again, the soundtrack to it is just I love it. Dusk Till Dawn, good soundtrack as well. Yeah, Leanne, you'll like it. I am a huge Wurlitzer organ fan. Huge. And during the movie I was get distracted by the music, like, is that a Wurlitzer organ? And then it stayed for the end credits because it started off with this grandiose Wurlitzer organ playing, and I'm like, what? And I literally went and saw the movie twice at the theater just so I could hear it on theater speakers. Absolutely fantastic. And the movie itself is I found it to be really good. Um, just a really good. Ezekiel, it was. Thank you. It's one of those. It was a perfect Halloween movie. I'm glad I got to see it at the theater twice. I went by myself, and then I had a friend. I'm like, you got to come see this movie. And they're like, oh my god, this is a really good movie. And I said, we're staying till the end credits because it's a World Tour organ. They're like, oh shit. Um,
We got spooky sounds in the background happening at the moment.
oh.
Reggie's having fun with the Streamloops.
Glad somebody's playing the stream movie.
We're good now. We're in the clear.
All right. I got about it's funny every year, Leanne. I tell myself I'm going to try. We know somebody. Actually, it's Lee, our resident travel agent. She does the 30 days. She watches a movie every night for 30 days in October. Yeah, right. Any relation to Garth? No, no kidding. Well,
House with the Clock on the Walls is on Hulu.
There you go. It's just it's like a Halloween movie that I think it was really it just was a really good Halloween movie. It was, like I said, the plot was different. The sounds in the movie were well done. Um, it just was a good movie. It was so different. Like it wasn't a rehash of something. You're like, this was actually really cool. And then once again, the soundtrack was matter of fact that I've got to do some work tonight, and I'll probably end up listening to the soundtrack while I work on it now. 13 movies in October for Halloween. Hey Ranger. Oh, the soundtrack to Lost Boys. What? Yes.
Cry Little Sister is still such a great song.
Yeah. This is great because I actually need some music to listen to the next several days when I do some computer work, and this is actually really putting it in my head when I need to queue up. When I was doing the Rocky Horror stuff for here, that's what I listened to was the soundtrack, and I'm like, oh, okay. Which by the way is also a good soundtrack because there's a few tracks on there that didn't make it to the movie, which are phenomenal, including Superheroes.
Sisters of Mercy. I think that's who sings Cry Little Sister.
I think so. Yeah, it's phenomenal. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to queue up. I'm gonna queue up some of this stuff.
Trick or Treat was such a sleeper movie. Like, it took them so long to finally get that movie made. But man, it was worth it. It was a great, just throwback horror movie. All the stories that were tied together.
Total side note for another soundtrack, Donnie Darko.
Oh yeah.
Donnie Darko soundtrack is phenomenal. That's okay, that's 3. That's 3 soundtracks that I'm gonna queue up. House, Donnie Darko, and Lost Boys. Oh, and Fright Night. That's 4. Nice. I know a lot of people that are going to be watching RHPS for the first time next Friday. Woo, God, what a blast! Yeah, that was a brilliant remake, Reggie. Oh my God, it was such a brilliantly redone remake of the Tears for Fears song. Just changes the entire thing. But I guess on that note, we've got a minute left, so we'll use that to thank everyone as always so profusely for coming. Once again, I feel like we could talk for hours because y'all ramp it up and it's brilliant.
It was
And
Interpol
you know,
that
once,
did that cover, wasn't it?
huh?
I think it was Interpol that did that cover.
Could be. I'm not sure. I'm not. I can't remember who did it. But it's just brilliant though. And I've got the Donnie Darko soundtrack too. But that's cool though. It's good to have some music in my head queued up. But yeah, definitely. I have a playlist for dark music. It's called Cabaret of Eternal Torment. Dark Tune Dance. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, sorry, Dead End. We've been not to head out on you as you get in. Definitely listen to the show though. Listen, it's a good show as always. Because of y'all. A lot of fun topics going on. A lot of fun topics.
Don't forget to
Um,
like the stream.
Yep, be sure to like the stream before you go. But yeah, we're gonna head out. Thank y'all so much for putting up with us on the few nights that we couldn't be around. We miss it too, believe it or not. But anyway, start decorating, get your stuff going. Let us know how you're doing. Thanks everyone once again for sticking around, making it awesome. Stay safe, and I'm going to pass it to James.
Just to cover Berlina's question real quick. So Dave's house
Oh,
was, yeah, severely damaged in that hurricane, and he's still without power and
water,
just, yeah, water, no gas. So he
electricity.
can't run his generator. Still has a hole in his roof. So yeah, he's in a rough spot, but he'll get
Yeah,
through it.
yeah.
Anyhow, everybody, take care. We'll see you next time. Thank you for being here, and have a good evening.
Absolutely. And happy Halloween. It's coming. Take it easy, everybody.